This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Monday, October 21st, 2024. I'm Alex Brown. The Quantum Corridor, a tech superhighway connecting a data center in downtown Chicago to a center in Hammond, will ultimately extend across the Indiana Toll Road, and now officials are thinking bigger, with plans to extend the corridor through Purdue University, Indianapolis, and down to the Crane Naval Surface Warfare Center. Sagamore Institute Senior Fellow Jerry Hendricks.
You think about what are the great corridors. We think about these tech clusters, Silicon Valley, Route 128, Aerospace Alley in Colorado. We have the makings of this high-tech corridor here in the Midwest, ranging from Crane, Indiana, where the Navy is doing its most advanced technological innovation and research and development of new systems, running up through Fermilab, Argonne National Lab. You got Purdue University, one of the largest and most efficient and effective research universities in the world.
The corridor provides internet speeds of 500 times faster than the blink of an eye. Officials in Franklin broke ground Friday on a nearly $5.8 million senior center in the city's Payne Park, which is being supported by Ready 2.0 funding. When complete next August, the new Active Adult Center will replace the city's existing senior center with expanded and modernized community space. Big Lots announced Friday that it plans to close an additional 56 stores, including locations in Franklin, New Haven, and New Albany, as it continues to work through the Chapter 11 bankruptcy process. The latest closures bring the total number of stores set to shut their doors for good to more than 500. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, we'll dive into each region's unique challenges and distinct opportunities for growth. 9 regions, 1 goal. Indiana's bold future starts here. Discover more and register at ibj.com/engage.
Venture investments in Indiana's tech sector dropped significantly in the third quarter as compared with the first half of the year. IIB's Marek Mazurek has details.
According to Indianapolis-based TechPoint's third quarter venture report, the state's tech companies received a total of just over $51 million in venture funding from a total of 27 deals last quarter. That's down from 46 deals totaling over $215 million in the second quarter. During the third quarter of last year, Indiana tech companies received a combined $94 million in venture investment from a total of 19 deals. TechPoint CEO Ting Goody says she's not surprised by the report's findings, noting that the third quarter is traditionally a slower period for venture investing activity. Goody says venture investors remain cautious in light of the tech industry slowdown that began in mid-2022. Investing activity also tends to slow down amidst the uncertainty that surrounds elections. But Goody says she's cautiously optimistic about the venture market, especially given the network of entrepreneurial support available from the state of Indiana, the state's universities, and other entities. Carmel-based MBX Biosciences' initial public offering last month is also encouraging. Because MBX is a biosciences company, its public offerings is not part of TechPoint's third quarter venture report. The deal, though, is a sign of market confidence, and Goody says it provides liquidity for MBX's early investors, who could then use that money to invest in other Indiana companies. I'm Marek Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio.
An Indianapolis area automobile dealer has been sued for allegedly breaching a contract and failing to return $1.2 million to the plaintiff. IRB Capital Holdings filed the suit October 3rd in the Indiana Commercial Court in Hamilton Superior Court, claiming defendant Graham Rahal Performance failed to deliver to IRB a limited edition Mercedes Project 1 vehicle. Graham Rahal is described in the lawsuit as an automobile dealer and broker of limited edition performance vehicles. On March 19, 2021, Montana-based IRB entered into a purchase agreement with Graham Rahal, according to court documents. The agreement shows IRB paid Graham Rahal a deposit of $1.2 million for the allocation and delivery of the Mercedes. However, the suit claims Graham Rahal didn't secure the vehicle and therefore had no plan to deliver it to IRB. Eiteljorg Museum CEO Catherine Haig is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.